Hi, this is Anna Kitney. Welcome. I'm from Bergeron. I've got a very hot topic with you guys today. It's the manifesting money, energy clearing, and meditation. This is one of the most common subjects or topics that clients come to us with. So it's usually money or love. Those are the two top ranking challenges that clients have, and so today we're going to dive in deep to some of your money stories that hold you back from manifesting, creating the money that you would like in your life, and having the desires that you truly want. I thank you so much for all the people that posted their questions into the feed earlier on. So I'm going to get to those questions, okay? But before I begin, let's talk about the concept or the energy of money. So money is neither good nor bad. It's just an energy of exchange. So in ancient times, we used to barter. So before the concept of money was invented, we used to barter. So we would give a sack of rice in exchange for a goat. And as we started to migrate to, across the continents, it became impractical to, carry our rice and goats with us. And so the concept of money was invented. And so the first money actually was shells. That was the first concept of money. And so we used to use shells. And then later, during that time, there was the worshipping of the sun and the moon. They were perceived as gods. And so in the light of the sun and the moon, they started to create coins using silver and gold as a reflection of the sun and the moon gods. So that's how it started, with using gold and silver for coins, and it was in reverence to the gods. So money in the ancient times was seen as a reverence or a respect to the gods. Over the years, money has become very distorted, and the understanding and definition of money has been corrupted. However, the energy of money still remains pure. It's only your beliefs and your patterns around money. So this is what we're going to start to shift around today. So there is a lot in the media right now going is talking about the uncertainty, and they're heading for another recession. There's a lot of doomsday messages right now, and if you listen to those messages, you will make that your reality. Okay, so one of the first kind of action steps I'm going to ask you to do is to start to tune out of all the negative talk. There's nothing wrong with being informed, but when you get inundated with all this negative propaganda, if you will, around the scarcity, then you will create that reality for yourself. Right now, in this economy, there are companies around the world who are making fortunes. Let me give you a perfect example. Zoom right now. Zoom itself as an online webinar masterclass platform is booming because everyone's in lockdown, everyone's online. People have pivoted from in-person events to online. And so there's been more sign-ups for Zoom. So Zoom platform is expanding. For the Facebook platform, more and more people are delivering their trainings, their Facebook lives, their community online. So Facebook is expanding as well. And so people who are on Facebook in the concept of a business, they're spending more money on advertising to reach these audiences who are now online all of the time. If I was doing a masterclass in the past, I would predominantly do that in the evening when people come home from work. But right now, people are at home, they're working from home. They actually have more time available, and so now it's a free-for-all. You can be online any time of the day, and there will be people that will be hopping onto your Facebook lives. So they're just a couple of examples. So there are many industries right now which are booming, businesses that are booming, and so what is the mindset of these people, of these organizations that see this current climate as an opportunity to expand, as an opportunity to grow, as an opportunity to generate revenue for their business, make money, get clients, because people are still spending money. They're just doing it online now rather than going into a high street store, for example. Okay, so money is neither good nor bad. It's just an energy, and it's an energy, like a currency that flows around the planet. So there is as much money yesterday, last week, last month, a year ago as there is right now. The money is just circulating, and right now it may be in different places than currently in your life. So you must be making yourself available for the money to come into your energy field, into your awareness, and that has got to do with your beliefs about your ability to receive. So the first thing is, don't listen to all the naysayers. Okay, so this is about, having that mental discipline and surrounding yourself with people and communities who are uplifting you, who are talking positively about opportunities, about growth. Okay, so you want to be hanging around those people. And the next part is really looking at your mindset and your beliefs around money, around opportunities, so you become a magnet to it. So let me give you another example. Actually, one of our Theta Healing students and coaching clients, she closed a $50 million property deal, guys. A $50 million property deal, right? So people are still spending money. Opportunities are still happening right now. But if you are tapped into the fear, that will become your reality. Okay, so you need to get yourself in the energy or alignment of it's my son. I'm working. Yeah. Anyway, where was I? Yeah, so next. It's about, so once we have this desire, and the desire is for money, but what do you want the money to buy for you, right? So make sure you have a pen and paper to hand, okay? And you're gonna start to write down your desires. So I want this to be a very practical, interactive Facebook Live, guys. So if you're watching the replay, please also participate. If I do the energy clearing, if you say yes, you'll still receive the healing and the clearing. It'll kind of be pre-scheduled, so it'll be above the planet. Whoever says yes will receive today's clearing. Right, so I want you to start to jot down at least 10 desires you have to create in your life. So let go of necessarily the money that you need, but what you want the money for, what it will give you, what it will buy you, what can you have or own that the money's going to give you. Okay, so you may wanting a certain sum of money as like padding, so like some money in savings for a rainy day. So having some money in savings. So how much money do you desire to have in your account that will allow you to feel safe and comfortable? For some people, it's around about a year's worth of expenses. For some people, for some it's a lot more, for some it's a lot less. So I want you to write that figure down in your notes. So write that down now. How much money do you need to feel safe, secure, and stable in savings, investments, what have you? Okay, great. Next is the other desires that you have. So let's look at the desires you have, for example, in your job or career or your business. So the desires to maybe have double amount of clients or more clients that are like this. Okay, so some of you may be making some shifts and pivots in the type of clients you're going after. So what kind of clients would you like instead? And we're writing out the dream clients we would like to have. Because if you get into the energy of desperation, taking on anybody that will work with you, it will backfire on you guys. This energy of desperation, either it will repel clients or attract clients to you who are also desperate. So it'll be like a mirror. It'll be like a mirror. So shift that mind, shift that awareness to your ideal or dream client you would like to have. So write that down in your notes. Okay, and so that may be the number of clients you would like. If you're an instructor, the number of classes you would like to teach, the number of students in those classes. Okay, so whatever your job or business is it about increasing the volume of clients, inquiries, and revenue? Okay, next, the desires you have in your home environment. So with the lockdown right now, there's a lot. I live in England, and right now it's the end of spring. We're coming into summer. Flowers are in full bloom. Bees are going absolutely crazy. And like all English people, they love their gardens, So I don't know where you're calling in or tuning in from today, but yeah, the English people love their gardens. So all the garden centres and my mantra just went off. My 11, my 111 mantra went off. Right now, people are focusing on their home environment. So that maybe you're wanting to expand your living spaces. So some of you wanting to move, into a bigger flat or a bigger home with a garden, for example, or instead of a 1-bedroom to a 2-bedroom. So you're looking to expand your home environment to make it more comfortable, because being at home in lockdown for the last 2 months has made you perhaps more aware of the where you got comfortable with uncomfortable, where perhaps you were sacrificing or tolerating certain things in your home environment. Maybe it's a broken leaky tap, for example, or maybe a cracked floorboards or tiles, or the walls need painting, or the garden needs de-weeding, or plants need to be putting in. So being in your home environment, maybe you want to up-level some of the furniture in your home, or renovate your kitchen, for example. So in regards to your home, what do you desire? Is it a brand new home? Is it moving countries or cities? Is it wanting to expand your home with an extension, or making some changes into your garden space if you have that? So what are your desires for your home environment? Now, letting go of how much it's going to cost and just writing down what you truly desire. Okay, I want you to think big. I want you to think expansive, and so jot that down. Okay, great. All right, next. So, loving relationships. What do you desire in this area of your life? What do you want to create in the area of loving relationships? So, you may be in an existing relationship and you would love to go on a romantic weekend away, a city destination or a tropical island. So obviously once we come out of lockdown and we're able to get on a plane again, that can be one of the action steps that you may take, is to start to plan that out, plan that beautiful weekend away with your significant other. Or maybe you're wanting to manifest a new soulmate in your life. So you write that down in your notes. Okay, what would you like to create in the area of your personal growth and spirituality? So with lockdown, there's a lot of people with a lot of time on their hands, and in the UK we're going to be coming out of lockdown, I think literally within the next few days. So we're slowly coming out of lockdown. I know some countries have already come out of lockdown. I know the US has started to open up, and people are out and about again. I really want you to think about how you can optimize the time that you have with this kind of semi or full lockdown of, how can you spend your time effectively with maybe personal growth, maybe books you've always wanted to read that are sitting on your shelf, in shelf development. Maybe it's an online course that you would like to do. Maybe it's a spiritual teacher or guru you wish to reach out to so that you can dive in and learn more of their content. It may be consuming some YouTube videos that you've like bookmarked but never got to. Okay, so in the area of personal growth and spiritual development, what is on your bucket list? What do you desire to have and to be in that area of your life? So jot that down in your notes. Okay, great. Okay, and so I'm going to give you a few more minutes to write down anything else that you desire. So I noticed in the question some of you wanting to manifest a new job, maybe you want to manifest a pregnancy or a baby. So what else would you like to create? Okay, it's fine to put down the money you would like, but I really want you to focus on what the money will buy you. Because here's the thing, sometimes the thing that you desire may actually cost you less than it think it does. Sometimes what we do is we create these excuses of, well, I can't have it because I can't afford it. And that statement, when you start saying I can't afford it, it closes your mind off to any creative ideas and how you can create it. So you want to shift that language into, how can I afford it? How can I afford it? Okay? Okay, all right, let's move on. All right, so now we're going to dive into some of our stories, the stories we tell ourselves. So if you look at your list that you wrote down in terms of all your desires, that includes the money you would like, the desires you have in your career, your business, the number of clients, the desires in your home space, the desires maybe for a new car, the material things, the desires you have in loving relationships, family, friends, personal growth and spirituality. Looking down that list, okay, what stories are you telling yourself about why it's not possible for you, why you can't have it? Okay, so put that into the chat for me, guys. What stories do you have around that is holding you back from not having in your life now, not taking action to make it a reality? So what stories are you telling yourself? So let me know in the chat. Okay, so I'm looking at your comment, Ver saying that you seem to be blocked in your relationship with money, manifesting debts now, and it's a big struggle. So Virginia, hopefully I pronounced that correctly, you really want to shift your focus from the debt into opportunity. The more you become afraid, the more you focus on debt, the more you worry, the more you talk about the debt, the more debt you create. So what you focus upon grows. So it's about shifting energetically from the focus on what you don't want to on what you do want. So you could be affirming that the debt is going to be paid off, but you're attracting new money to come in. So we're going to be doing some energy clearing today, Ver, to shift you from this fear-based mentality, from a scarcity mentality to an abundance mentality. Okay. Okay, so Lafish is saying a belief around not enough money, not enough money. So we're going to be clearing that one today. I don't have the time to do it. Okay, thank you, Louise. Okay, Noe saying she muscle tested and found that she doesn't believe she deserves it. So not deserving. Okay, so Noe, who told you that you don't deserve all this abundance? Who told you that? And not entitled. This energy of not entitled is linked ancestrally to beliefs about class. Like this stuff is not for people like us, right? So I was born in communist Poland, and my family escaped great poverty. When we escaped Poland, we moved to Austria, and we lived in an attic. And in this attic, I remember my father placing down mouse traps. And at the time, I thought this was super cool, right? That your dad's going to catch mice. Now, obviously, now as an adult woman looking back, I was like, God, shit, we're dirt poor. That was dangerous and really sad. But back then, like, I thought this was fun, Dad laying down mouse traps. But there were times where we were living in this hotel in the roof, in the loft, that the hotel's food was off or rotten, and sometimes there wasn't anything to eat. And I remember like crying to my mum saying, I'm hungry, I'm hungry, I'm hungry. And I think at one time she actually gave in to me and gave me the food, and it was this schnitzel, but it was rotten, it was off, and I ended up with the worst stomach ache ever. And so then I learnt my lesson. I learnt my lesson to listen to my mother. And so there were times when I remember running through the halls, with the other children that were living in that building, and we would have bread with butter and salt. And again, at that age, I thought it was super cool that we could have bread and butter on salt. It was like the fun snack to have while you're running around with all your friends. But again, now as the adult looking back, going, God, that really sucked. We're living on bread and butter. And then so as a result, we can create certain stories through our experiences and our perceptions. Perhaps your parents didn't have the money and they had to sell a piece of jewelry to be able to afford school shoes for you or a school uniform. And so whenever you desire anything beyond and above what you've had in the past, we can tell ourselves of, oh, well, this is not for us. This is for those rich people. This is for those entitled people. This is for those who are in the upper classes. This is for those who are from old money, right? So we tell ourselves these kind of stories based on our experiences as children and what our parents taught us, because their beliefs they got from their parents. So some of your beliefs could be hundreds of years old, and in theta healing, this is what we call genetic level beliefs. When it comes to beliefs around class, these are linked to what we call history level beliefs. So that's sitting in the collective consciousness, this class system. And I really didn't become aware of class until I moved to the UK, because when we left Austria to come to Australia, in Australia it's like, it's full of immigrants, and you roll up your sleeves and you have a go. So it was in a country of opportunity where my family was welcomed, where we were given a home and clothing and dolls and education, and Australia took care of us. Australia was very, very good to us. And in my early 20s, my husband and I, we moved to the UK, and that's when I really became aware of this class system, where there's like first class and second class post. There was the first class and second class cabins on the trains and things like that, you know, and first class and second class tickets, and, you know, first class and second class and cattle class on aeroplanes, right? This is in England when I really started to see the divide between the different classes. And years ago, I remember saying to my father when we were shopping for furniture for my apartment, the things I really liked happened to be expensive. Now, I don't like expensive things because they're expensive. I like because it's well made, it's beautiful. I'm very visual. I'm a very visual person. And I just, yeah, you just trust me to pick the most expensive thing in the shop, right? It's not my intention, but it always happens. And I remember my father saying to me, "Oh, Anya, that's not for us. That's not for us." Right? And so we get told these stories around that this is for these type of people and not for us. And so what we do is then we deny ourselves these things. We deny ourselves the up leveling we can have in our life. So we're going to start to unpick this energy and disconnect us from this collective consciousness around class and this entitlement beliefs. So thank you, Noe. Thank you. It was a really, really good point. Shani, scarcity mindset, scarcity. So a belief that there's not enough. There's not enough to go around, not enough clients, not enough money, not enough jobs, not enough opportunities. Thank you. So we can definitely be clearing that. Christina saying not deserving. Too expensive. Too expensive. Yeah. So when we say things like too expensive, a couple of things are happening there. One is that we are not seeing the value of that item for that price. So say, for example, it's, you know, a Chanel handbag for, I don't know, 6,000, 8,000 pounds. You know, you may be thinking, well, like, it's a handbag, it's a piece of leather with, you know, a bit of metal on it. How can that be, you know, 5,000, 6,000 pounds when I can go to local, you know, small boutique store and pick up a bag for 60 pounds, right? I'm not seeing the value of spending 6,000 pounds on a handbag. So that's the first thing. Is one is like, it's a value mismatch. You're not seeing the value. But for some people, they see the value as in using that that bag as like a statement piece. Like, I'm associating myself with that brand, Chanel. It's a premium brand. And if I wear that brand, that says something about me and who I am. So that could be, like, for example, a status symbol for some people, right? There's no judgment here. Like, if you want to have the Chanel handbag, you can definitely have it. But it's about, you know, do you perceive that as value? The other thing is, Maya said around mum and ancestors' words, where we say things are expensive. Again, if you think about it, for our parents and our grandparents, some of them went through the Great Depression. They went through, you know, World War II, or some of them even World War One, where they saw scarcity, where they saw that there wasn't enough food, that there wasn't enough of anything, and that people were scrimping and saving, where they were, you know, mending everything. So the concept of, you know, mending your clothes, rather than this current modern society, which is very disposable. Sometimes you wear something once, it falls apart, and you throw it out instead of mending it. And so, you know, when something's too expensive, it's like a belief around reminding you to be frugal. Okay, now there's nothing wrong with being frugal. It becomes a problem when you become cheap on yourself and you go for the cheaper stuff. And more often than not, when you go for the cheaper stuff, it tends to break. It doesn't tend to last very long. So there is like a middle ground when you're purchasing something, buying something that perhaps is not the cheapest product, but you know that it's going to be a product that will last you. So say, for example, it's like white goods, like a good quality washing machine or a dryer, for example, a good quality oven. You want that thing to last you a long time, so you're willing to invest extra. You are not going to go for the cheapest. You're going to go for the one that's going to give you the most amount of washes, for example. Okay, so we're going to be having a look at some of these beliefs around the value of something and being frugal. Okay, next. Okay. Sabinta saying no consistent work, always lower paid roles. So Sabinta, as I'm tuning into, and I'm getting this quite strongly, there's some childhood abuse, and it's verbal, and it feels it's coming from your dad, and it's around really putting you down, and it's affecting like your masculinity around being able to be successful, being confident, expressing yourself and feeling worthy. So your father really diminished your worth, and that's because his father did it to him. So it's this pattern of putting down your child, and it's really like, you're with a punching bag. He had a bad day, he came home and he laid into you, basically. So Sabinta, I would probably recommend that you book a healing session with one of our team to really clear this low self-worth, release the anger and resentment you have towards your father, increase your confidence, okay? Because again, I'm tuning into you, and you're very resourceful, you're very adaptable, you're a quick learner, but you doubt yourself, and there's like this sabotaging pattern that happens. And this is why the work is not consistent. When things get good, your subconscious gets scared and it finds a way to undo it. Okay, so that would be my recommendation, Sabinta, is to work with one of our team to kind of clear that. So you can go to the website and book your appointment there. But we will be doing some clearing today around self-worth, okay? But this anger and resentment towards your dad needs a little bit of a deeper dive. Okay, Rita's saying because you've never worked before. Okay, so am I to understand that your partner has taken care of you, or that you've come from money so you don't need to work? Just clarify that for me, Rita. Okay, Hera's saying, I don't know how, my space is too small for me to focus. Okay, so Hera, easy solution here for you, my love. Easy solution, get outside. Get outside. Go to your local park, breathe the fresh air, change your physiology, which means open your shoulders, your chest, your heart, open yourself up, connect yourself to the divine, and connect for ideas, excuse me. Connect for visions and ideas that way. Okay, so if you're feeling a little bit constrained and claustrophobic in your home environment, get out, get outside, get in nature, go by a lake and really, expand your vision that way. Being in nature really will help you to see a bigger worldview, and then you will feel, what's the word? It's like your environment is going to be healing for you. So being in nature is very, very healing. So if you get in nature, sit by a tree and put your base of your spine at the base of the tree. It'll be very, very grounding. And that will take your visions and ideas and bring them into the physical world. You'll start to get insights and ideas on how to make it a reality. Take a journal with you. So as you're sitting under the tree, you can start to journal. And this is a wonderful process where the first page will be like a brain dump of like all your fears, all your ideas, all your concerns, all your to-dos. It'll just be a mishmash. Page 2 will be your request or your prayer to the universe for solutions. Universe, God, credible that is, help me to find the ideal clients that I need. Help me to find consistent work. Help me to find my ideal soulmate. Help me to release my fears to moving forward. Okay, thank you, it is done, and so it is. That will be your request or prayer. And page 3 will be like this process of channeled writing, automatic writing. And you'll find as you're writing on your journal, like the divine will be answering through your hands, through your pen onto paper, and you'll get all your answers. You'll get the answers for the action steps you need to take, the beliefs you need to change, the people that can help you to and support you to make those changes. It's a very cathartic process, and this is something I encourage you to do every day, is to kind of get all your thoughts and fears out on paper, make that request or prayer for the answers, and expect to receive those answers in your beautiful journal. And then when you come home, you take daily small actions towards moving yourself forward. So I don't want you to go into overwhelm, Harry, thinking, oh my God, I've got this entire to-do list, it's too much for me. You go into overwhelm and you don't do anything. So how do you eat an elephant? One bite at a time, right? So you can get a highlight and just highlight, what am I going to do today? Today I'm going to take just this one action step. If I just do this one thing today, and that might be doing your own Facebook Live. If I just do this one thing today, and that might be reaching out to a friend to do a healing swap, for example. If I just do this one thing today, then I would have had a great day. Each day, take one daily small action, and when you do that, you'll start to create miracles, okay? And that will help you to have more focus. Okay, Jennifer say, can't have it all. Will outgrow the people in your life. Yes, Jennifer, that's a really good point. Outgrow friends and family. Yeah, so there's a really great book I'd recommend. It's called The Big Leap. He talks about, Gary Hendricks talks about this concept of all the reasons why we hold ourselves back when we hit our upper limit. When things get too good, we find a way to sabotage it. So one of the fears is if I become really successful, I'll outgrow my friends. However, Jennifer, what is the price you are paying by staying stuck? What is the price you are paying by staying stuck just to please these friends? And if they were really your friends, if they were really your good friends, would they want you to stay stuck? And so what will happen, Jennifer, is you'll start to attract new people who will up-level your consciousness, up-level your life. You'll have new friends, you'll make new connections and new opportunities. So don't be afraid to reach out to people who are more successful than you. There's a quote by, what's his name? Escapes me now, it'll come to me. And it says that basically your income is the average of 5 of your closest friends. Your income is the average of your 5 closest friends. So you want to become more successful, start hanging around with successful people. Yeah? Okay. So not deserving, no soulmate out there for me. Okay, Elena Zafetta here, she's saying she's doing a lot of digging, especially in the area of love and money. The topic of money is huge, and the issue is never the issue. You start digging on money, and you'll find it always goes somewhere else. So don't know how to create the amounts of money. So Senma, in your question, don't know how to create the money. At this point, letting go of the how. Your job is just to connect with your why. Let go of the how. The how will be revealed to you the moment you get into energetic alignment with your desires, right? And be open to receiving them, which means you don't have limiting beliefs that help stop you from receiving. It's like, let me give you an example. I want a soulmate. I want a new soulmate. By the way, I'm married, guys, but like, let's just assume I'm wanting a new soulmate. However, my belief says, oh, it's not safe to have a soulmate because the last one abused me, attacked me, punished me. Cheated on me, right? So your subconscious is trying to keep you safe. So you're wanting a new soulmate, but you're carrying beliefs that repel that soulmate because of previous past and painful experiences. You must clear those so that you have no resistance to that manifestation. So when you ask for your soulmate arrives because you're open to receiving, right? So it's releasing all the resistance and barriers you have to love. Love wants to come to you, whether it's love in the form of opportunities, clients, money, physical healing wants to come to you. When you ask, it is given. But where we actually, on a subconscious level, we are repelling, we are rejecting. Okay, so this is where we start to need to clear our patterns and our programs that creates this resistance. So when you ask, you can receive without any of those barriers. Yeah. Okay. Victor is saying, my boyfriend is not interested in a more luxurious lifestyle. I'll be alone. Okay, so you want to clear the fear that he's not interested. You want to clear that fear. Because as you start to up-level and increase the quality of your life, he may become accustomed to a new standard. So that may be, for example, getting help around the house, for example. That might be getting a cleaner or a person that can do your garden for you. For example, he may adjust and adapt to that. He may also have some beliefs around not feeling worthy and deserving of more luxury in life. Okay, so it may be some of his beliefs, but on a subconscious level, what I'm hearing is it's serving you to have him hold you back because you're scared of not being able to create it for yourself. Okay, so you want to release him obligating you to hold you back, right? So that you can be open to receiving this luxury, and who knows, he may change his mind. Okay. Okay, I'm just reading the comments, guys. Okay, Sital, can't seem to earn more money in my job, been stuck in the same salary band for the last 10 years. Yeah, this is an upper limit problem. This is where, Sital, you need to start normalizing high levels of income. So, and a lot of that is tied to self-worth. Somewhere you're not feeling worthy of having more. So when we're in a job, we have the economy and the status quo that dictates the salary. There's a salary price point for, say, for example, a executive assistant or an accountant or a senior accountant, a salesperson. There are these set prices and you can look on a lot of those job sites, they give these set prices. And so what happens is you're allowing external circumstances to tell you how much you're worth, what your hour is worth, right? So this is where you would look at some of your beliefs around where you are tied to the collective consciousness that says this is the most amount of money you can earn in this job. Okay, so that's the first thing. Next thing is around this fear around asking for more. Can I earn more than the status quo? And so whenever you're asking for more, you're obviously delivering more. So how can you add more value? Not work harder, okay? Not work harder, longer hours. It's about earning more for the same amount of time, but how can you add more value? Okay, so we're going to be looking at some of that as well in our clearing today. Discrimination. Okay, that's an important theme as well. Let's do some clearing around discrimination. I actually personally experienced this, guys, as well. So before I got married to my husband, so my maiden name is Anya Hulaiko. That's my maiden name before I became Anna Ketney. And so when I used to, before I was married to my husband, we were obviously living together, and I would apply for jobs. And I wouldn't get the jobs. And then the moment I got married, it changed to Anna Kidney. I got interviews and I got jobs again so much easier. And it's because there was this prejudice against a foreign name. They didn't know where I was from, if I could speak English or not, by personal experiences as well. And this happens all the time. Obviously, it's illegal, but this happens all the time where people make a judgment based on your last name or your accent or how you dress. So this is a big one. So it's a big topic, Georgina. This is something we cover more intensely in a course called Theta Healing World Relations. It's a 5-day Theta Healing class. It's one of our mastery classes that is aimed to clear our unconscious bias that we personally have and the bias that we personally experienced as well. It's a very, very powerful class. The moment I did that class, I was invited to teach in Russia. So you guys, I'm Polish. And in my DNA, my ancestors were invaded by the Germans, the Russians, and the Turks, and so I cleared a lot of that prejudice in my DNA from my ancestors, and so I was invited to teach in Russia actually 3 times. We have students from Germany. I love German students. They pay in full, they pay on time, they listen to my instructions, they're super efficient. Germans make great students, and I really, really enjoyed my time in Russia as well. So Georgina, if you're a Theta healer, I would definitely look at that particular class. Otherwise, it's probably going to need a bit of a deep dive on that one. So consider booking a session with one of our team. Okay, let's have a look. Eliza, thank you for this comment. This is a really good one, guys. It's not fair to spend too much money because other people cannot have the same fortune on the planet. So it's this guilt we have around, well, there are people starving on this planet. Who am I to have, a fridge full of food and nice furniture and, nice, jewelry or a nice new car, a nice new home, and holidays, all the things you need to spend. So let me ask you, Eliza, does being poor help the poor people of the planet? Of course, the answer is no. You holding yourself back, denying yourself abundance does not help the people in the third world nations. In fact, the opposite. When you create plenty, Eliza, when you put yourself first, have your needs met, you create plenty, not just enough, but plenty. When you start to create the plenty and the overflow where there is more than enough, so you've had your bills paid, you've got your car, your holidays, all your stuff, but there's more than enough. This overflow can then go towards charities, philanthropy projects, gifts, okay? So then you can make that impact. But if you are struggling to pay your rent or to pay your mortgage or to pay your child's school fees or whatever it is, and living in this kind of scarcity, poverty mentality, there's very few people you can help in that energy, because on a consciousness level, you're in scarcity, you're in survival mindset. You're in survival. And so we shift you out of survival into thriving, into expansion, into growth, into abundance, overflow is where you want to get to, right? So Eliza, the reason why you want to create fortunes is so that you can help other people. Like, it's, let me be honest, guys, like, I've got 10 fingers. Like, how many rings can I have, right? You don't need 10,000 rings and 10,000 watches and 500 cars, right? 1 or 2 cars is more than sufficient, right? You're not going to want 100 cars, right? Unless obviously you're into collecting cars, right? And then that's going to be your hobby. But for most people, like, you don't really need more than 1 car or more than 1 home, or maybe a home here and a holiday home, right? After you've had those needs met, then what? If you have all this overflow, then you're in the best place to help other people. So in our company, a portion of our profits go to charities. So at Burgeon, some of our profits go to UNICEF. At Anna Kidney Coaching, some of our profits go to Pencils of Promise. We also have a portion of our classes on scholarships. So we've given 1 in 10 students full scholarships on our classes. So over the last several years, we've given over like tens of thousands of pounds in scholarships. So there's a way where we give back to the community and the world as we're generating revenue through our business, right? But if you're stuck in scarcity, you don't have enough to give other people, okay? So your reason to become rich or abundant and prosperous is so that you have this overflow to be able to share with others, okay? So thank you for that, Eliza. That was a really good comment. Okay, right. So I'm just reading the comments, guys. There's a lot of similar themes. Let's do the energy clearing session. So we're going to clear some of these energy blocks. We're going to do a manifesting meditation. So hopefully you've written down your desires. And if you haven't, as we're doing the meditation, you can just mentally add those in our guided meditation. So close your eyes, please, for me. Okay. Nice deep breath and relax. Okay, go into imagine that you're sharing space and sharing molecules with the chair that you're sitting on. You and the chair are one. Expanding further, you imagine that you're sharing space and sharing molecules with the building that you're in, the city that you're in, the country that you're in. Expanding further, now you'll imagine that you're sharing space and sharing molecules with the entire planet. Every man, woman, child on this planet, every blade of grass, the oceans, the whales, the dolphins, the coral, the seas, the birds, the trees, from the earth's core to the clouds. Good. Feel yourself expanding now across our solar system, our Milky Way galaxy, and all the galaxies of the universe. You're not being stretched or pulled, you're simply sharing space and sharing molecules. Expanding further across the entire universe and beyond the universe into these bright lights, dark lights, bright lights, into a beautiful golden light. Expanding even further into this jelly-like substance with all the colours of the rainbow. And then finally into this beautiful pearly iridescent light, bright, bright white light. Good. This is the energy of pure consciousness, the energy of unconditional love, the energy of the Creator. It's from this place we can request healings, get answers, insight, and receive the miracles we want in our lives. So incredible that is commanded to facilitate a healing on everyone watching this Facebook Live, as well as anyone who's going to watch the replay, all in the highest and best way, in all languages, all aspects, all levels. Thank you. It is done, it is done, it is done, and so it is. Okay, so can the Creator of all that is teach you and show you the highest definition, the same perspective of money, and that your truth is the same as Creator's. And you don't need to put yes in the chat. You can just say yes out loud. The Creator will hear your request and the change will be made. So as this program comes in, this highest definition of what money is, all the corrupted definitions of money are being released from every level of your being. So once you use your breath and feel, see or sense the energy coming in through your crown chakra, the top of your head, all the way through your body, as you receive this program. So whatever you were taught about money from your parents, society, that has been released and dissolved and replaced with the highest truth from the divine. So let's release the belief that money is corrupt or money is evil. Would you like this? Thank you. Release any fear that you're scared that if you have money, you become greedy and corrupt. So let's release that. Is that okay? Thank you. Okay, let's release anywhere that you feel that you have to be poor to be humble, or poor that you have to be spiritual, to be holy, or to be close to God. So we're going to release anywhere that you're using poverty as a way to be spiritual. So let's release that, because God is not poor, God is abundant. And if the energy of God is abundant and the energy of love, why would God want you to be poor, right? It makes no sense. So let's release this whole holier than thou poor person, right? Let's release that whole story. Disconnect you from the collective consciousness and all the programs associated with it. Thank you. Anywhere like poverty is like a badge of honor. Good. Well done. Keep using your breath. Don't forget to breathe, guys. Breath brings spirit into the body. And as you breathe, that energy will flow through you. You may feel it shifting in your energy field. You may feel like a little tingle. You may feel a bit of a discomfort in a body part. Just breathe through that body part. So if it's in your heart, imagine like your heart has like a breath, and breathe through your heart. If it's sitting in your sacral chakra or your solar plexus or in your womb space, for example, breathe through that space. Okay, so any discomfort, breathe through that, because the energy is trying to shift and move. Okay, so just become aware of how you're feeling as we're releasing these beliefs and putting in empowering beliefs. Good. Okay, so we're going to ask Creator to take you to the first point of trauma where you were made to feel that you were not enough. You may picture a scene, this may be a familiar scene, your earliest memory for when you were made to feel you were not enough. For some of you, it was in the womb at the moment of conception when the spermia came together to create you. Maybe you picked up your mother's feeling or your father's feeling of not enough, and maybe then. For some of you, maybe early childhood, where perhaps you were left in the cot to cry and you were left and ignored. It may have been a sibling who made you feel diminished. It may have been a parent who told you something that made you feel you were not enough. So just trust that memory will surface. We're going to release it now with forgiveness. So asking Creator just to heal this trauma now. Show that it's completed and no longer needed. This no longer has to be your truth. We're going to release the resentment, any hatred or prejudice towards the person who hurt you. And replace it with forgiveness, that you're willing to forgive the person who made you feel they were not enough, that you were not enough. Because more than likely it was done to them. These patterns are learnt behaviours. We're not born feeling we're not enough. We are taught this. And it's a lie. If you get emotional, it's okay. Allow yourself to release the tears. Breathe, use your breath. Feel this beautiful light coming in through your crown chakra as it releases all the hurt, the rejection, the loneliness, the abandonment, everywhere you were diminished, made you feel small, pointless, nothing, insignificant. Let it all go. Well done, you're doing well. Be open to be willing to forgive the person. That's all I'm asking. For some of you, you're completely ready to let it go, completely ready to forgive the person. For other of you, you're still kind of holding onto the wound a bit. So be willing to let it go. Be willing to let go of the old story of not enoughness. And anyway, you're using that to stay small, to protect yourself. So beliefs around, I have to stay small to be invisible, to be safe. Let's release that. Thank you. Good. Anyway, using this belief to stay small and invisible and not enough so that you avoid responsibility. Some of you are really afraid of your mission, your calling. I've got a lot of powerful souls on today's Facebook Live, and your mission and calling is great. And just know you're not going to be doing it on your own. You're going to have help and support, but you may be scared of your calling. So let's release anyway that you feel you have to do this all on your own. Allow Creator to show you that you can be fully supported. Fully supported. That could be fully supported by your angels, your spirit guides, the Creator. You can be fully supported by family, friends, mentors, coaches, healers, that there is support around you. Just become aware of all the support you have around you. For those of you who are healers and therapists and intuitives, you're going to feel the energetic support around you. Many of you have got thousands of angels around you, waiting to be called, waiting to be of service. Remember, guardian angels and angels can only help if they're asked. A lot of unemployed angels right now. So we're going to make requests of help and support. So just feel the support. Be open to the support. Allow the support. Good, good. Well done. So show you no longer need to hold on to the belief of being not enough as a way to stay hidden, to protect yourself, as a way to avoid responsibility and stepping up to your mission and purpose. And any way that you're seeing responsibility as a burden, let's release that. Replace it with Creator's truth and definition, understanding of what responsibility is. So releasing your definition that you picked up from society and family and friends, and replacing it with the truth from the divine. So recognizing and knowing that you're responsible for your life. And you can teach others, take responsibility for their life, but you're not responsible for other people. They're going to fire you from that job. Okay, so if you're a parent, you're responsible for your children until they reach adulthood. That's a responsibility. But you must also allow your children to make their own choices too, so they can learn to be independent. So there's the middle way. But if you're a healer, a therapist, a coach, you are not responsible for your client and their results. They are. You facilitate a process of healing and transformation, helping them to clear the resistance to empowering themselves, helping them to see they're responsible for their own lives. You're not here to carry anybody. You're the beacon of light for others. Good. Much better. Okay, awesome. For some of you, this not enoughness is a way to avoid getting into a relationship because you've been hurt and betrayed before. So it's like a form of protection from abuse. So emotional, physical, mental, and sexual abuse. So it's like, if I hold on to this belief, if I'm not enough, I won't attract the soulmate, then I won't be hurt again. Okay, so I'm going to ask Ray to take you to the first point of trauma where you were hurt by a soulmate, or a girlfriend or boyfriend, or a partner. The first person that hurt you, that made you so frightened of love, made you so frightened of intimacy and connection. You're going to see that person's face. You're going to imagine as though you're speaking to the person's soul. So not the person that hurt you, but their soul. You're going to ask their soul, what lesson did I obligate you to teach me in this lifetime through this painful experience? What lesson did I obligate you to teach me in this lifetime through this painful experience? And just listen. Trust you hear an answer. And we're going to release this soul now. We're going to release the obligation for that soul to teach you this any longer. Mark the lesson as complete. So maybe you're learning how to stand up for yourself, how to speak up for yourself. Maybe you're learning how to be authentic and real instead of trying to change yourself for somebody else. Maybe you're learning about your boundaries and how to have your boundaries respected. Maybe you're learning how to be worthy by being treated as someone who was worth less. You finally decided you deserved better. So then mark that lesson as complete now, that is no longer needed and it's finished. And again, bringing in forgiveness, forgiving yourself for making the deal with the soul that taught you this lesson in a painful way, forgiving the person that hurt you, that made you so afraid of love. Use your breath. You may sense or feel like a cord or a chain being cut. This is an energetic cord cutting or energetic divorce. So you're going to see, feel, sense as that cord is cut and released. You're going to release it with forgiveness. Forgiveness is not to atone someone for their bad behavior. It's to set yourself free. Good. Well done. Okay. Next. So all the excuses we make around not being able to have what we want. So for example, too much money, too expensive, not enough time. Those are like the BS stories we tell ourselves. Let's go deeper. What is the real reason you are denying your desires? So if you were to have your desires, all the things that you listed earlier on, if you could have this miraculous, beautiful, abundant life, what could go wrong? So is it the fear that it will be taken from you? Is it the fear that others will be jealous of you? Is it the fear that you will change so much you're going to leave people behind? Is it the fear that you won't be able to keep up this level of abundance, that you're scared to have it all and then to lose it all and having to adapt to having less? What story are you telling yourself around what could go wrong if you had all your desires? Okay, and ask yourself, is this really true? Am I 100% certain that this is going to happen, this is going to be my reality? And what if the opposite were true? What if you could allow yourself, gift yourself this abundance in all life areas, and that life could become better? Would you be available for that? Would you be open to receiving that if it were possible for you? Okay, I'm hearing a really loud yes. Okay, so let's give you greatest, highest truth, understanding, definition of being able to receive and accept and have and keep all the abundance you have. Knowing that there is always more, always more. Never runs out, there's always more. Be open to the energy of overflow, the energy of plenty. So you can have plenty to have, to spend, and to share. Good. Stay in this energy, guys. Stay in this energy. Stay focused. We're building this energy up in your energy field. And it's very important you stay focused. in this energy of receiving the infinite abundance. I want you to hold it for long enough until it integrates with your energy field, because it needs to go through your auric field into your cells and molecules and atoms. You need to embody this energy, so we're shifting your frequency from scarcity to overflow. Good, well done guys, thank you. Stay in the energy. Stay in this energy of unlimited potential, unlimited abundance. Keep your eyes closed, guys. I'll tell you a quick little story. So when I visited Queensland on a holiday with my husband, we were staying in this resort in Queensland, northern part of Queensland, in a Daintree rainforest. And the Daintree rainforest sits right next to the Great Barrier Reef. And the Daintree rainforest, it's run by generators, there's no electricity. And at night you can see all the stars. And I mean all the stars. What I saw was more stars than night sky. And at that moment I realized there was so much abundance. We think we are so separate, we think we are so small. We are so scared, but yet we live in a universe of plenty. There are enough resources to feed every man, woman, child on this planet. It's just unevenly distributed. There is plenty of money for everyone, just unevenly distributed. And so as you embody this energy of infinite abundance, I want you to see like this, almost like a NASA photo when they take pictures of space, and you see these millions and millions and billions of stars. Let that infinite, limitless, sparkly sky represent your potential for your abundance. Because you are infinite, you are powerful, you're a child of the Creator. There's enough clients, there's enough jobs, there's enough opportunities, there is enough money, there is plenty, plenty for everyone. The Creator did not put you on this planet in a place of lack. We have all that we need to thrive, to grow, to expand, to flourish. Awesome. It's like I show you how you can make wise decisions with your money. From a place of love, not scarcity. From a place of expansion and overflow. You can be open and available to this frequency we call money, and to allow it to flow into every area of your life. And so now we're going to manifest. So with your hands or your palms facing upwards on your laps, we're going to manifest now. So Creator, all that is, it is command. I have all of these desires in my life now, in the highest and best way. Thank you. It is done. It is done. Show us. And now you're going to imagine that you are in a star. Beautiful, sparkly star. And the star is spinning. And as it spins, your request for your desires is going out into the universe. All those desires that you asked for earlier. The money, the clients, the opportunities, the job, the soulmate, all the expansion that you desire in your life, all the things that you're wanting. Focus on that desire and bring your awareness to what it would feel like to have that in your life now. Make it as real in your mind's eye as possible. Receive, receive, receive. Your frequency is going out into the universe, and the universe is responding. It's rearranging itself to make it happen for you. So be ready to receive this infinite abundance. So the energy is going to be coming back to you now. It'll flow back into you, into your physical body, and be the energy of receiving and accepting. And I want you to feel the energy of gratitude. Be grateful for all the abundance you have and all the abundance that is coming to you now. Receive, receive, receive. Receive this overflow. Don't be scared. If your bucket is full, get another bucket. Know that you can receive plenty. That may mean some of you opening up new bank accounts to put money into savings for different goals, different projects. For some of you, this overflow is going to be making some investments. For some of you, this overflow will be in the form of gifts. Money can come to us in so many different ways. And so staying in this energy of gratitude and appreciation, of receiving, what will it look like and feel like to have all your desires? I want you to embody that frequency now. Make it real. Because your mind doesn't know the difference between imagined and real. And so when we stay in this energy for long enough, your subconscious will start to create ways to make it a reality. So stay in this frequency, in this energy of allowing, of unlimited abundance of potential, of receiving, and see, feel, sense as though you have all of those things in your life now. What it feel like, look like, smell like, taste like, touch like. Make it real. And so you're going to say out loud, thank you, thank you, thank you. It is done and so it is. And then repeat after me. I am worthy and deserving of receiving and accepting this infinite abundance. I declare that this is my birthright, that I'm worthy of having plenty, that I'm worthy of the overflow. Nice deep breath. And slowly open your eyes. Well, that was powerful. Ooh, let me know in the chat how you're feeling. Let me just check the comments. That was amazing. So I'm going to answer some of the questions that were posted in the chat earlier. Good. Amazing. Okay, can we release the belief that you have to work hard for money and that money can come easily and freely to you? And that you can work smarter, not harder? If you say yes, that'll be given to you on every level. Thank you. Let's just disconnect you from the collective consciousness of your ancestors who had to toil the land and struggle and work hard in a cold winter. Let's disconnect you from this collective consciousness around taking pride in working yourself to the bone and shifting it to working smarter, shifting it to leveraging your time by getting support in terms of team or collaboration. Good, that's better, that's better. Oh, lots of comments coming in. Okay, let's have a look. Amazing. Well, there's a lot of you online today. This is a popular topic. If you want more, if you want me to do money again, let me know in the chat and I'll do another live on money. This is a huge topic. Yes, okay, good. I will do another one. Right, I'm going to answer some of the questions, guys. So Nia's saying, what should I do to get a better paying job, one that I would be happy? Also, I cannot find my passion. So Nia, I have a guided meditation on life purpose. I'm going to post that in the link for you so you can go check that out, so that can really connect you with your mission and purpose. My feeling is you know what it is, but you're just scared to claim it. In terms of getting a better paying job, you've got some fears around that there are no jobs. You've tapped into collective consciousness. So Nia, if you are on today's Facebook Live, make sure you listen to all the way through to get that clearing. Okay, to shift your energy from a scarcity into abundance. There are jobs out there. People are hiring. So definitely be wanting to kind of clear your beliefs around that there is not enough jobs, not enough opportunity. Yeah. So you're in survival, you're in scarcity. So hopefully, Nia, you joined today's live. Okay, Wicca. I finished my studies 2 years ago and really find jobs advertised like that. My application remained unanswered. I get a refusal. Uh, okay, there's a couple of questions here you've got, Wicca. So the first is around um, not having any jobs. Again, you want to have a look at how is it serving you not to attract jobs. What is the good thing by staying stuck? So what I'm hearing is that you've got some fear around actually being able to deliver your service. You've got some doubts in your abilities, so you want to clear those doubts. So I can see, Wicca, you're a theta healer, so I'll definitely encourage you to do regular healing swaps with your theta healing buddy. So at Bergeron, our students, we have a private Facebook group for our students with ongoing support. So if you study with us, you can go and join the Version Inner Circle, or reach out to students from your classes that you attended and do regular healing swaps to clear these blocks around your doubt in your ability as a healer. Okay, next, Minty. How do we protect ourselves from naysayers and envious energies? So Bob Proctor says, don't go as often, don't stay as long. So stay away. So you want to stay away from the dream stealers, hang out with the cheerleaders, and be inspired by the luminaries, right? I made that one up, guys. You can quote me on that, right? So you really want to remove yourself from people who are talking negatively, who are gossiping, who are bitching, who are complaining. You want to stay away from these people because they will drag you down and pull you down until you've developed enough self-discipline and mastery to hold your space, where what happens in the energy of mastery is you pull people up with you rather than you getting pulled down. So in the meantime, remove yourself from these energies. Envious energies, unfriend, block, like remove these people from your life. The nature of humans, unfortunately, people will be envious. It's just human nature. But if these people are envious and trying to drag you down, they are not people you want to be surrounding yourself with. So Minty, you need to do a bit of a decluttering of some people in your life, and it will be cathartic, it will be liberating. I give you permission to find new friends who are going to be supporting you in your mission, your purpose, your goal, your calling, your joy. Find those friends, attract those friends, make that your new reality, and they will up-level you, they'll support you, and you will support them. Okay, let's have a look. Okay, so you're an artist. Okay, so again, you're saying to people, I'm buying your art. I literally just purchased a piece of art just like a couple of weeks ago. It's coming on Monday. I'm so excited. It's going to be a painting behind me. So yes, Minty, you want to clear your belief that people aren't buying art in the virus. So people are, as again, Minty, hopefully you watched the Facebook Live, people are spending money, they're investing. There's different types of clients. And there are people buying art right now. So let go of this belief that during the coronavirus, no one's spending money, no one's buying anything, no one's buying luxury items. Release that belief. People are spending money, okay? So you want to get into energetic alignment with the ideal clients who are buying art, who are buying your services, all right? So you can go into a meditation and connect with those soul-aligned clients who will love your art, who will enjoy your art, get into that energy. So the rest of you guys, whatever your service is, connect with your soul-aligned clients and what would it feel like to attract them into your life and for them to consume your product or service and feel the gratitude and appreciation for your work to be selling like hotcakes, right? Whatever that is, whether it's coaching, healing, art, your music, whatever that is, just feel that it's people are paying for it, they're grateful to pay for it, they're consuming it, they're enjoying it, they're loving it, they're embracing it, they're telling their friends about it. That's the energy you need to be in, Minty, and then you'll sell your art. You'll sell your art. Okay? Okay, Maria saying, making money since my husband has been hard since he passed away. So you've lost your husband. My condolences, Maria, my condolences. So, Maria, my advice to you is, let's see, You want to hear about theta healing? Okay, so my advice is a couple of things. So I've got a course coming up, guys. I did post that into the link. So it's the Life Awakening package. It's a combination of basic, advanced, and dig deeper. This is our foundational class. It's an immersive 8 days, and it's all online, guys. It's all online. I'll be teaching the basic and advanced, and one of our senior instructors at Bergeron, Skylar, will be teaching the dig deeper. This will be a massive opportunity to clear so many beliefs, hundreds and hundreds of beliefs. I mean, you guys are probably feeling already quite amazing just after an hour of the work that we've done today. Imagine what 8 days of immersion will do for you by learning this technique for yourself, right? Once you learn how to change your beliefs instantly, right? Your reality will start to change. So just by even today's clearing, you're going to start to see changes in your life. You might get a text from a friend, or a direct message from Instagram, or you might get an email from a friend, or you might bump into somebody, or someone might pop into your mind and you reach out to them, or you might get unexpected check in the mail, or a refund of some kind. Or just be open to all the ways in which money can come into your life. It's not always physically a banknote being handed to you. Money can come to you in the form of discounts. Like you go to purchase something and all of a sudden it's on sale at half price. So right now there's a lot of bargains to be had with a lot of people with a lot of high street stores with their shops closed. They're obviously pivoting to online. They're selling their services online. So consider that money coming to you in the form of a discount. So be really open and start looking for all the ways that today's clearing is starting to manifest in your own life. Some of you are going to get clients, you're going to get phone calls in the next 24 hours. So look out for that. So Maria, coming back to you, you want to release your belief that your husband was your source of protection and your provider. So this is ancestral programming. So you can work with a theta healer, or you can attend our class and clear this belief around our men, husbands, taking care of us. Okay, this also happens when people are in a job. They see the company as daddy, and daddy's taking care of me, so they stay in the job thinking that daddy's taking care of me, rather than believing they can create their own business, their own side hustle, and create their own money. Like, I'm an entrepreneur. I've been an entrepreneur since a very, very young age. In fact, I started my first business was when I was 13 at school. I was selling toffee apples at 50 cents a pop, and the school found out and closed my business down. Plus my mum got upset because there was sugar and ants in the kitchen. But I had my first business at 13. The next business was at 18, making t-shirts, and then the next business after that was at 21. It was a design business, my first graphic design business. Then I had another business. So I think I'm up to business number 5 now. I love the entrepreneurial journey. I understand not everyone is ideal for entrepreneurship, but if I want to make more money, I just get more clients. Like, there's no limit on how much money that you can make. You get to decide, you get to choose, right? So let go of other people dictating how much money you can have, how much money you can make, how much money you can generate, how much money you can receive, and be open to unexpected sources. It doesn't always have to come from the job or from a client. Be open to all the ways it can come. Okay, so Maria, my advice is, definitely either book a session with one of our team. You can go to bergeron.co.uk or enroll on the Life Awakening package, and I've got the link in the post for you. Okay, next, Vladimira. I need to do something else to bring in money in the house. What suits me? Let me just tune in. You're very creative. I'm kind of seeing like events, either events coordinator, or I don't know, I'm just being shown cupcakes for some reason. So someone who's maybe a chef and organizing them. You're a very good organizer. Project managing, like liaising, you're very bubbly, you're really good with people. So definitely a job that involves people. Like, you shouldn't be sitting in an office at a desk. That is not ideal for you. You want to be out and about, meeting people, and that may be, meeting people on Zoom calls right now. But like building relationships and organizing events. So it could be parties and things like that, or organizing events for corporates. But you're super organized and very creative, and you have a creative eye as well. You have a creative eye, so you know how to make something look good as well. So the presentation is one of your gifts as well. So hopefully that helps you. Vladimir, I'll definitely invite you to attend our class, the Life Awakening package. where we do look and explore our life purpose and our mission. We do some really cool exercises to remember our gifts, our talents, our abilities, and our potential, so we can fulfill our calling. Okay, Helen's saying, I feel comfortable asking for money. Helen, it's a great question. That's a great question. So this is, there's a belief around feeling ashamed to ask for money. So feeling ashamed around selling, feeling ashamed for asking. And so whether it's money or anything else, we feel ashamed around asking for support. So that's, again, we did some of that clearing today, but I would certainly encourage you to dive a little bit deeper with a theta healer to shift that around feeling guilt and shame for asking, particularly women. And for a lot of women, we think we need to be Wonder Woman. We need to be the sex goddess 24 hours, right? We need to be able to take care of the children, cook, clean, and run our businesses, right? Now, let's be honest, guys. There's only like 24 hours in a day, and there's only one of you, one of me, right? And there's only so much we can do. And so you trying to be the Wonder Woman in your life is actually very, very destructive. It's unrealistic. It's unrealistic, okay? So the way that I'm able to run my 3 businesses is because I have support. I have learned to ask for support, but it wasn't always this way. It wasn't always this way. And for a long time, I did everything myself, and it really held me back in my business, and it cost my business money because I was trying to do everything myself. The moment I started getting help and support in the house with a cleaner, getting help and support, asking my husband to help me and support me, because it's like, he would say, Anna, do you want me to, carry the luggage? Like, no, I can do it myself. And then he would feel rejected. And I'll be like, yes, I'm Wonder Woman. I can do it myself. I don't need a man, right? Now I get my husband to carry my luggage. I get my husband to help me cut the hedges in the garden, right? I get my husband to help me with the children. My husband's an amazing cook, right? Don't be afraid to ask for help and support, okay? So let me give you an example. Richard Branson doesn't sell tickets and fly airplanes, okay? So if you look at the most successful people in the world, they have support. So you need to become very proficient at delegating. That's how you become successful, okay? So guys, would you like that download, that you know how to delegate? That you're worthy and deserving of having support in your home and in your business, in your career. That you're worthy of investing in yourself and your growth and development. That you are the best investment you can make. Would you like these? Thank you. Cool. Fantastic. That went straight in. Awesome. Okay, so guys, who do you need to ask for help? Where do you need to reach out for support? When you looked at your desires list, where do you need to reach out for support? Who do you need to ask for today? Not tomorrow, today. Who do you need to ask today? That may be asking your husband and wife for support. That may be reaching out to a friend with a healing swap. That may be reaching out to our team and asking a question in the live chat. Who do you need to reach out for support so that you can achieve those desires? Because in order for you to achieve them, you're not going to do them by yourself. All great things happen with the support of people around you and the support of the universe. And believe me, the universe wants to support you. Okay, guys, so I'm going to wrap it up. I've been going for like an hour and 20. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I will do another Facebook Live for you guys on money. There's obviously, it's a huge topic. So how about we do it on Sunday? Let's see, we'll do it Sunday. 6 o'clock, 6 p.m. London time on Sunday, okay? So come back to the Bergeron Facebook page and I'll do another clear energy clearing on money. I'm going to post it in the Bergeron page so you can post your questions in advance. So if you do that, your questions will be the first to be answered. Myself and my team will get to the questions that were asked in today's live and do our best to answer as many as we can. So thank you so much and we'll see you on Sunday. If you are ready to join us on the healing journey, then I invite you to visit the website bergeron.co.uk, where you can enroll on our Theta Healing online course. It will be one of the best investments you can make. It's designed to increase abundance in all life areas. You're going to be diving deep into clearing your blocks and resistance to manifesting all your desires. So there'll be a lot of energy clearings, a lot of mindset work that we'll be doing so that you can come away with a practical action plan to make your desires a reality. All right, thank you so much, guys, and bye.